So on this particular day in June of 2009, I wake up at my normal time. Let's get into the reasons why I like running in the morning. It's peaceful, it's quiet, there's nobody around, there's no draw on my time. I can do whatever I want to do. It is me time. It is total me time. I don't have to worry about where the kids got to go, what my wife needs, when I got to be at work. It's completely on me. And when I get out there and when I run, the peace and quiet, I don't run with anything in my ears. The peace and quiet is so serene that it really starts my day off properly. But there's some bad things about running in the morning. I have dodged more skunks than I could tell you. The deer will come out of nowhere and scare the shit out of you. You're dodging raccoons, digging around in garbage. And just as that is that the good portion of running in the morning, that there is nobody around, well, that's a bad thing as well, because nobody's around, nothing's open. So on this particular day in June of 2009, I can't go to the bathroom.
Nope.
Now, I know not going to the bathroom before I run is a dangerous situation, because when you're running, those of you who do run, jostling and jumping and pounding, it works stuff out. It works some stuff out of you. And there has been many times when I have done a run where it has been a photo finish. The prairie dog is halfway out, and it's like my behind knows that I'm right near my own bathroom, because the pants are definitely just barely clearing the area and all hell breaks loose. It's like, and as you're approaching, you have to actually breathe like a woman in labor just to keep it in so you don't have an accident. So on this particular day, I go out for my regular morning run, and it's a 4-mile run. But it's a run that's, hey, listen, I know I haven't gone to the bathroom and there's a lot of inherent dangers in here, but it's a 4-mile run that I've run many times, and I know there is one point where I am the furthest away. It's only a mile away from my house. I am the furthest away that I could possibly be from my house. I go out for the running and I start to feel a little bit pressure, and it's not unusual. Okay, I've been here before. I know what this feels like. I start to feel a little bit more pressure. Now, this has happened many times, and I've never once had to cancel out a run. There's been some close calls. There has absolutely been some close calls. Maybe, a little, but nothing crazy. Nothing crazy to the point where I've ruined a pair of underwear. On this particular day, it was different. I hadn't gone to the bathroom in the morning, and as I turned at 1 mile, which incidentally is the furthest I will be from my house on that morning, it hits me. I mean, it hits me like a ton of bricks. It feels like a monster is squeezing me from behind like a tube of toothpaste, and it just wants to come out. So there was that one time in my life where I said, you know what? I got to start heading home. I'm a mile away from home, and I got to cancel out this run. So what do? I turn the corner and I start running down this. It's not a small road. It's a heavily traveled road, but it's not a small road. But again, it's 3:45 in the morning. Nobody's around. So this is my peaceful time, but there's also nothing open. There's no porta-johns. There's no nothing. I am in trouble because I'm starting to sweat. I have to go. It's go time. I am over 3/4 of a mile, and then it hits me. And then it hits me all at once. I stop. Now, I'm not a fast runner. I'll run like a 9-minute mile, but I stop dead in my tracks. And I know the next step I take, out it comes. It's coming out if I take one more step. And it's that labor pain. It's that wave of pain, and I'm breathing. I'm trying to keep it in. I'm concentrating. I've never concentrated on something so hard in my life than trying not to mess my pants. On this particular day in June of 2009. As the pain goes away and subsides somewhat where I think I can move forward, I take a step, and that is where I made the worst mistake of my life. Because everything that is inside of me just comes out. Now, here's the problem I have. I wasn't so much mad that I did this in my pants, that I messed my pants. I went to the bathroom in my pants. I'm a 35-year-old man. I wasn't so much mad at that. I buy very good running stuff. I spend a lot of money on running stuff because I believe if you have the best, you'll perform the best. And I do strongly believe that. I have Under Armour running shorts. I have top-notch compression shorts. I have everything. But here I am ruining everything. And it's coming out and I can't stop it. And I am sweating. I'm trying to close the hole, but it's not closing. So I'm in deep trouble right now. I've already let enough go in my pants. I go running off to the side and there's this white picket fence. And I'm like, well, I can't help it. I barely get them down and I literally paint the fence. Like if I were to drive past this and there's a mud puddle sitting directly in front of it with my car, I couldn't have splashed this white fence any worse than I did that day. Now what do? I got great running socks. I don't want to take off my socks and clean up. I'm done. Like this poor person's fence. I mean, it is all over the place. It's horrendous. And I'm standing here on the side of the road. If a car drove by, they would have seen me bending over, leaning up against the fence, just totally destroying this poor person's fence. So I finish. And like, I'm not talking about I'm still gonna go when I'm home. I'm talking about I'm done. It's gone. It's in my pants. It's down my legs. What do? I'm 3/4 of a mile from home. What do? I pull up my pants and I'm standing there and I'm like, and here's the big question. Well, I gotta get home. I gotta get to work that day. Do you walk or do you run? Does it matter? Does it matter? I finished my run. I did. I ran the rest of the way home with a complete mess in my pants. Now, for those of you who are parents, you're going to understand this. I finally get home, and in my garage, I had a little wash sink at the time, and I stripped down. I stripped down to nothing. I had to take my socks off, but I'm so damn cheap that I don't want to throw away this high-end running gear that I have, so I'm washing it out in the sink. Now, mind you, those of you who have kids are going to realize this. Have you ever had your young one sit in the high chair while they're eating and they go to the bathroom in their pants and it goes up to the back of their neck? Well, now I know how that happens. I used to say it with my son. I'm like, how the hell does this happen? I know exactly how it happens because it happened to me. I had it all the way up to the back of my neck. It sort of like travels up. It defied gravity. It's the most amazing substance in the world, right? Poop. So I clean up. My wife happens to open up the door and goes, "What the hell are you doing?" And I said, "I had an accident. I don't want to talk about it." I just jump in the shower and I just clean myself off. After I cleaned up my clothes, I throw them in the washer. And I just sit there and I can't believe why this happened. I can't believe it. I am a 35-year-old man who just shit their pants. So on my way to work, that little morbid curiosity comes over me. Like a wave, it just comes over me. And I have to drive past and see what I did to this poor person's fence. And as I'm driving past there, I'm getting closer and the anticipation's building and I can't wait to see what I do. And I'm giggling to myself and there I see it. But the funny part is the homeowner was outside. The homeowner was outside, hands on his waist, perplexed, looking at this, and I see he's like this.
Oh my God.
Shaking his head, and he's looking at this, and he's probably thinking to himself, what animal from the forest did this? And off I go to work with a very great story out of a embarrassing moment.